Folks, we're going to give you a sneak peek into the private meetings of Omar and his team. He brought up a concept yesterday, talked about build. Omar, welcome to the show. What the heck do you mean by build?
Well, guys, this is something that we were, discussing yesterday. I'm going to be discussing it today with the team. All of us want to do the work, hence your hat, do the work, right? And your daily discipline and your buy box. But all that means is that you're continuously building, right? You're building your craft, you're building your skill set, you're building your relationships, your network. You're consistently building in the business of real estate sales, real estate flipping, real estate investments, real estate in general. And it can be in any business. If you're a mortgage person, you're building. If you are a salesperson like Michael was, he was always building. He was building something, building rapport, building connection with his team. And it's funny because I wrote this down over the weekend, and I was sitting here like, what are we always trying to do every day, right? We're trying to get 1% better every day, right? That it might sound cliche, but people say that shit, right? And but we're really is building our like building our foundation, regardless of 20 years in, regardless of 5 years in. What's crazy, and this is a good perspective, Michael, did you stop building after you landed an 8-unit complex?
No,
Okay. Did you stop when you probably had two or three evictions because they trashed your house and they didn't pay you?
no,
No. When you flipped the property and you made like 60, $70,000, which you don't flip a lot, but you still made a bunch of money, did you just stop building?
no.
Exactly. So all of us are in this whole flow of, hey, we got escrows that are canceling, but we stop. We just closed on a couple of flips that I'm super positive on. I'm not stopping. We're continuously building on that, right? So you're building on your momentum, or you're building on your lack of momentum to create momentum.
Hmm.
And if you're not doing any of that, you're also building your skill set. You're building your relationships, right?
Yeah.
We have the longest tenure on YouTube, you and I,
Mhm.
Michael. Like hands down, the most consistent from day one of you and I starting on a Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and you know what? I didn't know what it was going to be, but guess what we ended up doing? We kept on building, did we not?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's this concept of build is very interesting to me because it really does lean into what I call do the work,
Uh-huh.
right? It's just like and again, I acknowledge it's a superpower of mine. I acknowledge that I have the ability to get excited and interested in tomorrow's work today. And it is just that. I want to be a little bit better. I don't do a great job of looking backwards. I've been free on that. I could be better. I could celebrate a little bit more, no doubt. But positive momentum is important. I can't tell you, Omar, how many people bust their butt, they get momentum, then they stop.
Oh my gosh. Like
You know what happens
it,
when you have positive momentum and you stop? That momentum eventually stops, and you got to go back to the very beginning. Once you have momentum, it's easy to keep it going. If you stop, it will stop too.
mm-hmm.
It's I see it all the time. I see it like the classic one in my world is I bust my ass. I look at my buy box. I've done it for 6 months. I get a unit, a great deal. I'm so excited. It's the best I've seen in 6 months. And then they don't look anymore.
Oh my gosh. Because you know
What are you what,
how many
what are you doing?
opportunities you missed? Yeah.
Well, that and you're gonna have to look for 6 months again when you start over because the market's changing. It changes all the time. Are you kidding me? You're gonna stop like when people tell me I stop looking because I have no money, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did I say that was okay? You got to keep going. Don't stop. You've got momentum. It'll take you 5, 7, 8, 10 minutes a day. Just keep going.
And it's crazy, just because you have no money doesn't mean you can't have a good conversation, a good,
Yeah.
a phone call, because you still put the work in. You still continue to put the work in.
Well,
Do
here,
the
here,
work.
here's a
Build.
crazy idea. Here's a
Huh.
crazy idea. So, God, when did we do this deal? This is a property on Abbey. It's probably 7 years ago. So this is a big old commercial space, right? This had to be like 2010 or 11. So this big old commercial space on a relatively busy road in Fresno was completely trashed. Homeless got in, totally broke it. I mean, it used to be like 4 offices on top, 4 offices on bottom, but they broke through, and it was terrible. It was ugly. Um, but the opportunity is the person that was selling it wanted like, I don't know, 100 grand. If the building was dialed in, it was probably worth 500,000. Um, we didn't have any money at this time. We had just bought some stuff. It was in a condition um, that obviously bank lending wasn't good. It was also new to us, so we didn't feel good about private money, right? It was our first, it was just a deal that we saw value in. So we got a hold of the seller, and we didn't have any money, but we did have some single family homes. And during the introduction and during the discussion, he got to know us, and he said, "You know what? I've always wanted to have single family rentals." Oh, really? You've always wanted to have single
Right.
family rentals. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Why don't we work out a deal where you and I essentially trade properties? I'll give you one of my completely remodeled turnkey and leased property, and you give me this building. And we'll do a contract in this, and we'll put it through escrow. But dollar for dollar, they're even. We pay some transaction fees, and done with it. And lo and behold, he said yes. The point of all that is you never stop looking. You never
No.
stop looking. You should always keep building. The other thing I will say is in my 7 one rental at a time rules. Do I have it here? Yeah, I do. It is number 3. Grow your network, meet 2 new people a week. Every week,
Let me see that. Put
build
it up
your
again.
network.
Oh, see, there it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are the 7 rules.
Cool.
Focus, daily discipline, grow your network, learn, average, bad things happen, 5 to 10 year commitment, and audit your network. Those are my 7 rules. So keep growing,
Badass.
keep building. Yeah.
See, and that's something that we're, I mean, regardless, at any level, you can be starting out, you can be chapter 1, chapter 20, chapter 25 for you, Michael. And you got 25 years in the game, or 26?
Just 25, 25.
25. I mean, and look at, you're still building.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now I can build slower because I have momentum. I can be picky. I can be choosy. But once you've learned the game, you don't stop. Why would you stop? Yeah. I
You
might
know, I'm
stop at
trying.
70. I may stop at 70, but that'll be different building. Then it'll be seller financing and other things, right? So
Oh my gosh, you'll have, that's my whole thing. I want to get a shitload of notes later
exactly.
on.
Give me
That
some real mailbox money.
exactly, not have to do anything. Oh, you haven't paid your bills? Cool. I get the property back.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's
Well,
cool.
I love how you grow your team. You mentor your team. You're taking what you are doing personally and bringing it to your team. It's awesome to watch you work and network. If somebody wanted to join your team, buy or sell in the high desert, how do they reach you?
Guys, follow me on IG at Invest with Omar, or go to omaralfaro.com, and all the links are there. So we'll see you on the inside.
There you go. Thanks, buddy.